Welcome, everybody, to episode 3 of Hacked. My name is Joe Marquez, and I am here to showcase for you one of my favorite hacks of them all, with one of my favorite tools of them all, and that is FlipGrid. Now, if you've been teaching for a while and you've been doing distance learning, or you've been blended learning, you've been doing all this kind of learning, you know what FlipGrid is. But if you don't, let me quickly show you what FlipGrid is. On the outset, it is a video recording platform. Basically, you give your students a prompt or an activity to do, and they come on and they would hit this big red button. Yes, everybody, if you have not seen FlipGrid since August 5th, they have updated everything. It is now a big red button, not a big green button. And they click on it and they record a response. And FlipGrid has some great filters and great emojis and a lot of great things that can be done in it. But I want to show you what a grid mask is, everybody. And I'm going to show you by having you do an actual grid mask. Now, if you want to do this along with me, down at the bottom of the screen, you will see a bit.ly link, bit.ly/GridMasks, all lowercase. It will take you to the exact screen that I am on. Now, if you want to participate and record a grid mask with me, awesome. That's phenomenal. That's what a lot of teachers do. But if you want to just watch and see what it does, you can do that as well, because I'm going to do one. So here in my grid mask activity, I've already preloaded 5 different grid masks. So I'm going to do a few of them for you, and then I'm going to show you how to make them. That is the key. I'm going to show you what it is, and then I'm going to show you how easy it is to make these. So I'm going to do one of my favorites, the Daily Profit Grid Mask. So all you do is you click on Daily Profit Grid Mask. It will pop up to this link right here, and it will show you what the mask looks like. It looks just like a Daily Profit with a window cut out. You then just hit the download button, and it will download to the bottom left corner of your Chrome browser. If you don't see it there, that's okay. It'll most likely be in the download folder of whatever filing system you have. Now I'm going to go back to the FlipGrid, and I'm going to hit record. Once I hit record, it's going to pop up. It may ask you to log in with your Gmail. That's okay. So you're going to be here and you're going to hit record. Hello, everybody. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select effects. Under effects, you're going to select photo, because what a grid mask is a photo with a window on it. So it asks, add your custom sticker. Because it's in the bottom left-hand corner right down here, I'm just going to drag and drop it. But if you needed to, you can click right here where it says add custom sticker, and it will let you browse your computer to add them in. I'm going to click grab and drag and drop my grid mask right here. I am going to then expand it to fill up the whole window right here. And then I'm going to drag it down. So now I frame myself right in a Daily Profit grid mask. But wait, there's more. Because you have some effects here that FlipGrid gives you, you're going to select your filters, and you're going to select this gray out right down here. Now this looks more like an actual Daily Profit newspaper from Harry Potter. So I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to select record. It's going to give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and you go ahead and talk. Hello, everybody. This is Joe Marquez here from Q. I'm talking through the Daily Profit. Isn't this amazing? I am part of the Harry Potter universe just by creating an easy to make grid mask. Goodbye, everybody. I go ahead and hit stop and then just next. When I hit next, it's going to ask me to rewatch this again. I don't need to rewatch this one again. I just saw it. I'm going to hit next one more time. Now it's going to ask you to give a selfie. Students love to do the selfie, so I'm just going to go ahead and give a thumbs up and take that selfie. There we go. It is next, and we are done. It's going to then upload that video to your grid in your topic, and it is now available to be viewed by everybody else. Like I said, if you would like to try this on your own and see how easy it is for you to do, all you have to do is look down on the screen, and that streaming banner down there, tells you exactly where to go, bit.ly/GridMask. And hey, when you download the mask from this, it's yours now. So you can then add these to your FlipGrid topics right away. Pretty neat. I would love if you're watching on Facebook or if you're listening on Twitter, add some things in the comments. What masks would you like to make? Because that's the key to this. It's not just, hey, this is what you can do, or hey, this is what I made. What can you do? What can you make to create a whole mask over your activity? Here's another cool one that I like to do, the TikTok grid mask. Now, TikTok's all the rage right now. Everybody loves TikTok. But you're not going to ask your parents, hey, parents, can you have your students download TikTok? Because I want to have them do some TikTok activities. Maybe in the upper grades that can pass by, but 8th grade and below, I don't think it's going to. And a lot of places, not even up to the 12th grade. But you can get this grid mask. You're going to hit download again, just like we did off the Harry Potter one. And it is now downloaded to the bottom left corner of my screen. And now all I do once again is I go into my FlipGrid. I click on the big red button to hit record. I select effects right there. I select photo to add my sticker. If it's on your computer and it's not in the bottom left-hand corner, you just click here and get it from your download folder. But I'm going to click and drag right here. And look at that. I have my TikTok grid mask right here, ready to go. And all I have to do is hit record, and I can go 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody, I'm Joe Marquez, and I'm a TikTok mania. I love TikTok. Yeah. Well, actually, I love FlipGrid. I love FlipGrid. And then I hit stop, and then I move on it next, moving ahead. So I want you to imagine this. You do an activity, exit ticket, or an activity in class talking about this or that. What do TikToks have to do? They have to be 1 minute long. Now you can have a whole class TikTok channel right out of FlipGrid. Kids are going to love it. Kids really do love this because they love TikTok. And especially our little ones, they hear TikTok all the time. Now you can actually give them a TikTok-esque activity without asking them to divulge any information to China. I mean, divulge any information to anybody who may be grabbing that information. And then all you do, of course, is you hit next, and it uploads right to your computer and right into your grid for everybody else to see. Success, it says, success. And so that's what a grid mask is. That is what a grid mask is. And I can't tell you how easy they are to make. The only limits is your imagination. But before we get into the how did I do this hack and how do you create these masks, we're going to take a quick pause for a commercial break. Now, Elizabeth says that she would love to see a CNN mask, and you can absolutely do that 100%. You can give a whole newsroom persona, even though in FlipGrid there is a bottom thing that says breaking news. You can even amplify that by making it like a CNN newsroom. You can even put them behind a desk if you wanted to. And then Roz over here says, it looks like a ton of fun for students and teachers. The fun is in the creating, Roz. Absolutely. The fun is creating these things, because once the students see what's possible, they're going to want to create masks for everything, which is fantastic. So how do I make this? Well, it starts right out of Google Drawing. If you could use Google Slides as well. And hey, I'm not holding back from our Microsoft family. You can make this in PowerPoint as well. Anything that you can drag and drop images, any place that you have a palette for creation, that is where you can make these. The key to this is you want to make sure first you go into your file settings and make sure your page is set up to 16 by 9 because that's the aspect ratio of FlipGrid. Slide decks are normally that already. So if you're in PowerPoint or Google Slides, you don't really have to change anything. The next thing you have to do is have to figure out, what do I want to make? So let's say we want to make a National Geographic grid mask. Well, I need to get this iconic yellow image right here, this iconic image. So I have to know exactly what is that color code. So I'm going to use a little extension called Color Eyedrop Picker. I hover anywhere over and I just select it, and it gives me the color code for that exact National Geographic color. So I'm going to come back in here, and I'm now going to grab a shape. The shape I'm going to grab is the square. I'm not going to put it all the way to the edge because we want to make the border really thick. So I'm going to come down here, drag it down here, and now I have my box. I'm going to now select the color to be transparent, and I'm going to make sure that I come down here to my color of my border, and I just paste in that National Geographic yellow. There it is, and I turn the border all the way up to 11, actually up to 24, because that's the highest it will go. And I put that in there right away. The next thing I want to do is I want to bring in the National Geographic logo. I want the logo to be transparent, just like the background. So here's a neat little trick. You can go into Tools, and under Color, select Transparent. So only images that have a transparent background will jump up. So I'm going to go ahead and grab this National Geographic logo right here. I'm just going to click and hold and drag it to my palette and open it up right here. Done. There it is. Now you want to make sure it's small enough to where the student's head can be seen underneath it. So I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller right there. And if you want to make it even greater, right, you're going to come in here and I'm going to go Insert Word Art, New life form found. Right, so the student's going to pretend like he is a new life form. I'm going to make that, change it up just a little bit to be a little bit, I don't like that one. Let's do righteous. There we go. That looks good. And I'm going to give it a really good color right over here. Make this one really red to stand out. And I'm going to make that border weight just a little bit thicker so that black background goes around. Easy does it. So there is our mask. You can add even a UPC barcode down here in the corner to make it look like an actual magazine if you wanted to. I'll show you how we can do that. I'm going to move this over here just a little bit. I'm going to come up here again, and I'm going to type in barcode. Here's a barcode right here. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to drag this again right into my image. Make sure it's small enough to fit. There we go. Put that barcode right in the corner to make it look like an actual magazine. You would title it Nat Geo. And go File, Download as PNG. PNG is key here. That's portable network graphic. It allows for that background to be non-existent. And now if I come right in here to my FlipGrid and I click on Record a Response, and then I come over to my effects again, I select the photo. I'm going to drag that Nat Geo right up here in the corner. And look at that. I am now part of National Geographic. Right there, and I am a new life form that has been found, right? And it's just simple, right out of either Google Draw or Google Slides. Now, here's a little kicker. So if you're utilizing Microsoft PowerPoint, you have to make sure of one thing. You have to make sure that when you are doing it, you're using a little trick to create the window, because there is no transparent background. So let me show you this. So I made a YouTube grid mask in Google Slides. And so what I needed to do is I needed to put a big, obnoxious blue box where I want my window to be. Because once again, Google Slides does not have a transparent background. Microsoft PowerPoint doesn't have that transparent background. So you have to do one extra step if you're using a slide like PowerPoint. You want to make sure once you are done, you're going to go to File, download that slide as a PNG. Okay, so I've downloaded it to my machine. Download as a PNG. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to use an online photo editor called Pixlr. You don't have to log in. You don't have to create an account. You don't got to do anything except use it. How awesome is that? You're going to click on Open Image because I've downloaded the image to my computer. I'm going to scroll down to where it says YouTube because that was the name of the mask, YouTube Grid Mask. I'm going to click Open. And now what I want to do is cut out this obnoxious blue box. So what do you use to cut? Scissors. That is absolutely right. So I'm going to come here, grab the scissors, magically cut it out. The scissors and magically cut it out. And I click the box and in a magical show of amazement, that entire blue box goes away. It's gone. It's kaput. It's non-existent. So I'm going to hit now save as a PNG to my machine. So I've now downloaded it. And now take a look at this. I go into my FlipGrid. I hit that record button one more time. I click that effects button one more time. And I click that photo button one more time. And I'm just going to drag and drop right on top. And look at that, everybody. Just like we were able to create a TikTok class experience, now we have a YouTube class experience. Again, students do not have to have a YouTube account to do this. They don't need a FlipGrid account. They don't need an account of anything. They just need accountability, right, to be able to do this. And the key to this, though, here's the key. You make a few of these and then say, what would you make? What will you do? How are you going to approach this? And the kids come out and make all these new cool things. So that is a grid mask. And some of you may be saying, but wait a minute, isn't a mask something that goes over the face? Well, remember, a mask is anything that covers something. There's something behind it. But okay, I get where you're coming from. We're going to make a mask. The last thing we're going to do, we're going to make a mask. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to click New. I'm going to go to More. And then I'm going to go to my Google Drawings because that's exactly what we needed to do first away. The next thing I do, as soon as I open up my drawing, I'm going to make sure I change my aspect ratio. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go back to Page Setup once again, and I'm going to make sure that I select 16:9 because why? That is the aspect ratio that FlipGrid uses. I am then going to think, what animal or what thing do I want to become? What mask do I want? So first thing I want to do is I want to be a panda. So where do pandas live? In a bamboo forest. So I'm going to click this bamboo forest image right here. I'm going to drag and drop it right here into my slide or my drawing, my canvas. Bring it up right there. And then I'm going to drag it all the way to the corner. And look at that. That aspect ratio is perfect for this image. So next I need to grab my panda. And all I did is I typed in panda again at the top, and I made the color under tools, color transparent. So here's my panda. So all I do is drag and drop my panda right here, right on top of my bamboo forest. Let me grab him again. He must be behind the bamboo forest. He must be hiding. So I'm going to drop him in once again. And if that ever happens, because that's the fast way of doing it, if that ever happens, people, just right click and you're going to save the image to your device. If that drag and drop doesn't work, just save it right to your device. And just like in FlipGrid, because it's downloaded, you just drag and drop it right onto your canvas. So here's my panda right here. If you're a Giants fan, maybe you were thinking you were expecting Pablo Sandoval. I don't know. But now I want to remove the mouth. And remember, you want to be over-exaggerating the mouth because your student's mouth is going to have to cover that. So now what I do is I go to Shapes, and I found that this little this shape right here, the not quite a circle, not quite a square, is the best one. I'm going to make it even with that nose, just like this. And I'm going to change the color to obnoxious green. Just obnoxious green right there. So there we go. So there, I'm going to move it up just a little bit more to make sure I cover off the entire smile. There we go. So there's my panda. There's my obnoxious green. And I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with my YouTube because I need it to become transparent. If I take my panda, I'm going to go File, Download as a PNG. Once it's downloaded, I'm going to go back to my Pixlr right here. I'm going to select Open Image. I'm going to go down and look for my panda. Here he is. So cute. And I'm going to remove the obnoxious green. How? By cutting it with magic. There it goes. It's gone now. I'm going to save it as a PNG. All done. And now I'm going to go right back to FlipGrid to show you how this works. I'm going to click right here to record a response. I'm going to select the effects so I can select the photo. I'm going to bring in Panda. Look at that. That's where Panda got its express from because it's so quick. I'm going to move my mouth over to where it looks like the panda is going to talk. And this, ladies and gentlemen, takes a little bit of skill. There we go. And I'm going to select record. Hello, everybody. I am a panda. I live in a bamboo forest. Some people thought I was a mythical creature until people actually looked for me. Isn't that neat? Have a great day. A panda day. Panda. And then all you do is just hit stop and then go next. You know, it's not the greatest video in the world, but it does the trick. It does the trick for our students to be able to puppet something. Right? If you have iPads, yeah, you can use Chatterpix to do something similar. But if you don't have an iPad, you can't do that. This is a way that you can actually bring that creativeness to your classroom, have the students be the creators of that content, have those things, and do things super, super simple. So that's what I love. I would love to see what you can do. So again, at the bottom, right there, try those grid masks, right? bit.ly/gridmasks. Try them. Just try it out and see if you can record something. See if it has a little bit of fun. And then can you create one? Can you make one of these grid masks and just have a good time with it? And if you do, please make sure you share it with me. Tag me at Joe Marquez70 on Twitter, Joe Marquez on Facebook, Joe Marquez70 on Instagram, all the other things out there. Tag me and show me what you're doing because I love these things. If your kids are doing things with them, share that out. We just love to see these hacks being utilized in an actual practical classroom like ones that you have. So I appreciate you taking the time with me to learn about the grid mask hack, one of many FlipGrid hacks that we love to do and share. And if there's a favorite hack of yours that you want to see, or you have a hack that you created that you would love to be featured on Hacked by Q, please drop us a line. Go ahead and tweet at me at Joe Marquez70. Send me a private message. I'd love to hear what you are doing. I appreciate you being here with me today. I appreciate you being the amazing educator that you are. And I appreciate you learning with me today. Have a fruitful and awesome Thursday. And guess what? Tomorrow's Friday. All right. And don't forget, Saturday, Ratterday. Saturday, bright and early. We'll talk to you later. Have a great day.